So there you have the basic rule of an elimination tag team event, and Bruiser Brody and his partners are up here discussing strategy, and nobody has appeared in the opposite corner yet. Everybody wants to wrestle over, and they want Brody to step outside, and Brody is unwilling. And Bobby Duncum, it looks like Manny Fernandez wants to stay in and represent his team. But Tully Blanchard steps through the ropes for the black corner, and Manny Fernandez comes in for his corner. But Bruiser Brody wound up after his sensationally wild battle with Ken Patera that ended here just a few moments ago. Brody came back into the ring along with Bobby Duncum and along with Manny Fernandez, and they screamed to get Tank Patton and Tully Blanchard and Ken Patera back into the ring. So here we are now, ready to start the six-man elimination tag event as Tully Blanchard is inside, and I'm looking to see what happens here. Tully Blanchard is trying to throw up a smoke screen as Manny is ready for him, and the twist and the arm as Tank touched Tully. He came in legally, but Manny Fernandez was more than ready, and we've got the thing busting loose here to bring Bobby Duncum in, and Duncum comes in to let Tank Patton know that he is there, all 320-some pounds of him. So it's about 600 pounds involved in that hold in there right now. And Bobby Duncum ready to tag Bruiser Brody, and Brody is looking for Ken Patera. He points to the muscle man, he wants him. Manny Fernandez came off the top rope. He was tagged properly. He leaped in the air and he came down with a driving force, and he is working on the arm of Patton. But Patton almost fell through the ropes that time. So it's Tully in with Manny Fernandez, and in comes Bruiser Brody. And listen to that crowd. It's the Bruiser they want, the Bruiser they got, and Bruiser starts to haul away at Tully Blanchard, the crotch hold, the lift, and the Brody slam. And Brody now is aiming at Ken Patera, and the strongest man in the wrestling world just backed away from him that time. In comes Patton, in comes Patera, but he is chased out by Manny Fernandez as Brody goes to work on Patton. Two-fisted workout. And the touch is for Patera, and Patera comes in. Brody was down, and he's trying to keep him there. And the fans now start to scream for Bruiser Brody as Patera tops him. And Patera looks to me like he was trying to get his teeth into the cut on the head of Bruiser Brody. And into the ropes and over the ropes goes Patera. We've got them battling on the outside, and again, that's where their last match ended. And as Patera goes into now we've got two fights going on the outside. Patera is down, and the Bruiser is waiting with the chair over his head, and there's bloodthirsty crowd screaming for Patera to, Bruiser Brody, from a height of about 8 feet here, brought that chair down on Patera's head. Patera is bleeding, and bleeding badly, as Bruiser Brody pursues him around the ring. Brody and Patera belong in the ring, and both of them have been, I believe they have been counted out of the ring, but it's still going on. The battle is still going on here, and Patera alongside of us here now.
8 seconds, and referee Nick calls that count.
Brody again takes Patera around the ring and starts to smash him. Now they start to fight their way up the aisles in the direction of the dressing room. But we've got action going on right here in the ring right now. Well, we've got Patera and Brody disappearing into the darkness, and we've got the match going on in the ring as Big Tank Patton holds a reverse chin lock on Bobby Duncum. Referee Nick Kozak watching closely. We've had 2 men eliminated. It's down now to a 4-man tag team event. The prize is $10,000 to the team that eliminates or the man who is eliminated. But we've got 2 left on each team. Things are even along about right now as Bobby Duncum starts to fight his way up to his feet. In comes Tully Blanchard. He was touched. Tank Patton belongs out now, and the Flying Mare brings Duncum over, but he is caught in a reverse chin lock. Patton in. Patton was touched again. There was a quick change of people now as Bobby Duncum is blasted down to the canvas by the Tank, who slaps on a hard, gripping reverse chin lock, and the hold is Patton's hold. Tully is rooting him on. The Texan underneath. Bobby Duncum being held tight, but he wants to get over to Manny Fernandez, and Tank Patton is riding him like a tank, you might say. But Bobby Duncum needs to get over to the corner, and Big Tank throwing a block in there that time to keep Bobby Duncum out of the way. Tully on top. In behind is Tully Blanchard again. A reverse chin lock. He puts his weight up against the head of Duncum and pushes it forward. He puts his pressure in against the chin of Bobby Duncum and jerks it back. And that time he dropped his weight in there, and he's over there to try to touch Manny Fernandez. He did not make it. He was grabbed by the trunks and pulled back, and the touch is to Tank Patton. It brings in a big man, and Duncum starts to make it across the ring. The Tank that time using that left arm of his, which is the one that has the brace on it, or the cast on it, if you will. And Bobby Duncum is blasted down to the canvas, where Nick Kozak now is arguing with Tank Patton, and it's Patton on top. And out from underneath comes Bobby Duncum. There was no fall. Now remember, this is an elimination tag team event. If one of these fellows is eliminated on either side, it's going to be a 2-on-1 match. If only one of them is eliminated. We have had 2 men eliminated as they were both counted outside the ring. And Tully Blanchard trying to blast at Bobby Duncum, and Duncum not only thrown into the ropes, but thrown through the ropes and off onto the concrete as Nick Kozak holds the count. There goes Manny Fernandez, the kind of a guy you want on your team. He's over there to help his partner, raise him up and get him back into the ring. He's got to put him in the ring. He can't take his place unless he is tagged from the inside to the outside. And Tully Blanchard blasting away at Bobby Duncum, and Duncum this time makes a start for the corner, and here he is trying to fight off Tully Blanchard, and Blanchard here could give us an X-rated show if we're not careful. 5 minutes have gone by, and this the second portion of the elimination. But as Tully fights Bobby Duncum, he blasts away at him, and that was the fist coming over there to.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not throw anything inside the Coliseum.
And Duncum is trying to fight his way clear of the tenacious effort of Tully Blanchard to keep him from making it over to the corner where he can touch with Manny Fernandez. Tully hanging on and hanging on for all he is worth. As Bobby Duncum got his legs free, but he is not making a move. He's got to make a move to the corner, and a fresh man can come in. There's the touch, and in comes fiery Manny Fernandez, who starts to blast away at not only Tully Blanchard, but at Tank Patton. And Manny is wound up and is letting go at everything that stands in his path. Whoa, hard drive, and Tully Blanchard is hooked up in the corner, and he could get a bad leg out of this, a bad knee or a busted ankle. He had his foot hooked underneath that top turnbuckle. And in comes Manny Fernandez to try to even the score. Whoa, oh, how he dropped on Tully Blanchard. Manny's on top. 2, and that's it, just 2, only 2. And Manny Fernandez looking to come off that top row, or the second rope, and with a drop kick, and he found his mark, found it with devastating effect. And Tank Patton just barely made it into the ring, but he is likely to have more trouble than that. He's bleeding from a cut over the eye, and now as he gets in there, out goes Tully Blanchard, who comes off the top rope and falls on, came down there with a crash on top, and Manny Fernandez is eliminated from the battle. This means Bobby Duncum is left alone with he's left alone now with the Tank and with Tully Blanchard, and Blanchard was just blasted by Tank Patton. There goes a driving blow, and there is Manny Fernandez, who has just come across that ring to get even with Tully Blanchard for dropping on him, and he did it in great fashion.
Bruiser Brody.
So Bobby Duncum has outlasted everybody else, and we've still got the scrap going here as they start to flail away at each other. But the winner has been Bobby Duncum, and they are not going to stop that. A crash, and out goes Tully Blanchard, out goes Tank Patton, and there it is, made official by referee Nick Kozak. We'll be back with you in a minute after we have this word from the studio.